Hi everybody, I am Cookie Dough and welcome back to another episode of our Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play as Sweden, obviously in the all-new Arms Against Tyranny DLC. So last episode, what happened, I guess this is the main thing that happened, we did get born home from Denmark here, and we are at the moment trying to unite the kingdom of Sweden and Norway, and we'll see what Norway will say about that. And what I kind of noticed in between episodes, the Finnish capital is Kemi and not Helsinki. I know they did have a civil war, which kind of the guys in the north ended up winning, but it's still kind of weird that they didn't switch the capital to Helsinki, or at least back to Helsinki, but that is their prerogative. So let's just unpause and keep going here. What else do we need to do? We did just switch some production here into the newer artillery, which is producing quite slowly as at only 2.6 or 2.7 a week, which is quite crappy if you ask me, but it is what it is. So let's just keep going with the light battery, and I think I will not use any research things here just to get more political power trickling in as much as it can. And I think now we have a new malice here of the strikes. Yep, countrywide strikes are going on, and there we go. This focus is done. So let's see what happens in here. I will unpause for 2 seconds. There we go. Swedish Norway. So they did accept. They are basically my puppet and also part of the Union, or the what's it called? Faction. That's what it is. And maybe I do want to go down this way here for Iceland to become a puppet, and then also to control Greenland and Faroe Island. That I think might be pretty good. These guys do like me still. Ooh, this is something. Or do I want to do scramble for Baltics here? No, let's try to go ahead down this way here and see how that goes. Might not help us, but we'll see what happens. Okay, bold attack, +1 attack, +1 defense, military leader costs, party popularity, stability mod. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Well, it'll help me in the short term. That's the thing, is how many leaders do I have? How many leaders do I need to recruit? I feel like I have, for the population I am going to have, I think I have a decent amount of guys, so I don't think I need that. Plus 1 planning and logistics is pretty good. Military leader, yeah, this is that one I was just looking at. Trickster trade XP gain, commando trade XP gain, naval invading trade XP gain. Begin with commando, trickster, and invasion. But this is only a 50% chance of +1 attack on level up. Still pretty good, I do have to say. Oh man, this is something that I don't know what to do here. I could obviously go ahead and do some investments in one of the doctrines. Again, superior firepower, probably the best ones for us. You know what? Let's leave that for now. We'll unpause and keep going and see how this goes. See if Denmark will subject to this. Yeah, let's see if Denmark will do this. I hope they will, especially now that we do have some of these things happening. Ooh, wait a minute, look at this. We do have actually some extra. There we go. We can do something like this. Something like so. Something like so. These guys are always good to have. They never go out of they never get replaced with a newer version of it. So support equipment always stays the same. Banking up on it never hurts. So I think that should be a pretty good thing. Okay, there we go. Japan declares a war on a bunch of stuff. Okay, so we did this. Could technically do this here as well. Improve light battery. October 39. Could almost start on this. Yeah, we do have a couple of things. Yeah, maybe once this is done here. To do this, let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, let's just not bother with that at the moment. Yeah, we could do some trade, but no, I'm trying to bank some political power. Nothing else we can do at the moment. Ooh. Military parade in Swedish Norway. Effects when selected Swedish gains military parade in Swedish Norway, which grants mobilization speed plus 15% daily support for online plus 420 days, but political power cost plus 0.5. 420 days. I cannot afford that, so let's not. What is that? Manage subjects. Okay, this is all fine. Let's go ahead and see. Just unpause and go ahead and see what Denmark says. Of course, Central European Alliance. So who is all in it? Just them. Of course, they're trying to recreate World War I or pre-World War I Europe here. They might go to war with Romania. Wouldn't surprise me. So this is all done. I could technically go ahead and do this. Can't say it's needed or necessary. All of this is being somewhat done. Excavation. Yeah, let's go ahead and do excavation. That seems fine. At 75% is pretty good. And the Polish Peasant Union looks like it's going to win. And that is a pretty cool flag. Yeah, I did do the Let's Play as Poland. And this is a pretty cool flag. Even though they're democratic, but they sound... Polish Peasant Union sounds more of a communist thing than not. We no longer get the effects of undermine the fascists, which I think gave us a little extra things to go in here. Okay, demand Atlantic resource rights. So we'll see what happens with that. So in the meantime, we could go ahead and do Scramble for the Baltics is pretty good. Maybe go ahead and do some military factory stuff. Okay, so can't, well, this will give me technically, right, even though it says it's going to be in the same province, it's going to give me two military factories in the same province. But then it says here, add one extra military factory if completed while Swedish Norway has four with a major country, which we're not, has more than 0% surrender progress. Obviously, doesn't affect anything since we're not at the war with anyone, and Sweden does not have war with Norway. We can do this. Opinion of Sweden by -10. How is their opinion now? Already at -10. Which I almost don't care, and that seems to be a pretty good thing to do. It is a 71. Force Splice Water, yeah. This is tank tech. Production output by research bonus plus 8. Shit, I get some pretty good bonuses if I select this way here, but only get one military factory out of it, versus here I get two military factories. And Germany ends up being a little pissed off. Something to be said about that. This is actually pretty good, especially since we are still doing some oh no, this is available political advisor, France Severn. This is just us straight up declaring war on Russia. While Sweden or any faction member captures any of these states, St. Peter, Minsk, Kiev, blah blah blah, it will be reset to its full 365 days. Ooh. Okay. You know what? Let's do this here. Actually, let's just unpause quickly to see what Denmark is going to do. Okay, there we go. Great. So now we have Faroe Islands becomes owned by us, Greenland owned by us, and Iceland becomes a puppet of Sweden. So that is great. There's no military factories in here. Faroe Islands has just one slot open. Yeah, we're at 34. All right. Yeah, I'm a little torn here because first things I want to do what's best for us at the moment, and I don't want to obviously make a mistake. We are at the 88% world tension, meaning if I start any shenanigans with these guys, they will most likely join a faction. So I don't want to do this until we are nice and strong. Yeah, see, we're losing quite a bit of infantry equipment, mainly because obviously we're training troops. Oh man. So maybe the best way to go about it is doing some okay. Okay, see, I can do this. Danish alignment, I can go ahead and do this. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Who cares? Let's go ahead and try to get Denmark as our puppet as well. They do like us, and hopefully we can get that going. Low manpower, of course, makes sense. You guys come into here. What can I get you? Motorized defense, mechanized defense, cavalry expert. None of this gives me anything special here, and we do have this pretty quickly. That's pretty cool. And we can go ahead and do, even though it's 75%, it's still a year ahead of time. But we are in December, so let's go ahead and get some better research here. And at the moment, I think the main thing we do need is more infantry equipment. So please go ahead and do the infantry improvement. Okay, we are at 37 all of a sudden now. We will see if we can get this. This is still happening because we do need 40 civilian factories. Okay, recon is done. Oh man, okay. We are in 1940 here right now. Yeah, let's get this. That's fine. Just go ahead and do this. We do have 87. Okay, hold on. I am already in a faction. Hold on. Yeah, you see, we are in a faction. Okay, faction Swedish-Finnish defense agreement. Okay, right? So if we go to faction, there's the Swedish-Finnish defense agreement, which has up here in the north. We got the Central European Alliance right down here, and we have the Allies, which is basically the UK and the USA, along obviously with Canada and all of the British subjects. Now, this is something that happened when I did the Italy Let's Play. We ended up getting invited into a faction to... wasn't the Axis, it was the Allies technically, because the UK ended up turning fascist and they ended up inviting us into a faction. But in the meantime, we did a focus that what's it called? Even though I just noticed here there's only one option that we have. But last time, like just to finish my point, we ended up creating our own faction, even though nobody else was in it except for us. It was I think the Roman something or other. What the heck was it called? Again, I can't remember, doesn't matter. But the UK ended up inviting us, and I said, yes, sure, come on. it gave me more than one option here. Here it says we already have the allies we need, and we get Sweden rejects offer to join the Central European Alliance because, again, we are in a faction already, our own faction. So the thing that is a little bit weird, or I guess they addressed it or fixed it, that this won't happen again. But in that one, I said, yeah, sure, I'll join the Allies, especially because I was already at war with a couple of countries. You know what, that might help me. And it ended up being that I never ended up joining, and that just ended up snowballing into me being at war with basically almost the whole world. But besides the point, a little tangent there. Here we can't, they did invite us, but we can't, so what can you do? And it appears the German consider us to be a strategic interest to them, and that they deem it more profitable that we work together uh, than that we should let ourselves be divided by our ideological differences. This morning, the German ambassador delivered the invitation for us to become a member state of the Central European Alliance, and unfortunately, we have to decline. Oh god. Okay. See, this now is pissing me off because they became a member, which means they will say no to this. So he gets the event, the fate of Denmark. Denmark becomes a puppet of Danish alignment, progress 50, and when completed, gets event, the fate of Denmark. Denmark becomes a puppet of Sweden. Does that mean I get the choice? Or they get the choice? I feel like they get the choice. So let's see what happens here. Danish alignment, boom. So we did this, so let's see what happens here if I unpause. The fate of Denmark, the Danish government has been weakened enough to the point that it is no longer able to properly state against a concentrated effort by us to assert our dominance over them. As we were once subject to the Danes, so will they now become subject to us. Of us, we just need to decide on what to do with them before delivering our ultimatum. We will use them as a buffer state. Get some Steve. Okay, so technically now they are our puppet. Yes, they are. Okay, beautiful, fantastic, great, great, great. Okay, the only thing is Finland is not technically our puppet. They are just our thing. So if I were to go ahead and do this here, get this focus here, which allows me to integrate Finland, Sweden, Norway, Swedish Denmark, or Swedish Norway, Swedish Denmark, Iceland. I wonder if there's something if oh, it just says integrate Finland, but then it specifically specifies that it's Swedish Norway and Swedish Denmark because they are my puppet. Yeah, I think I like going into here. Can do this. The research speed sucks, the minus 10% or 3%, but let's go ahead and do this. I do want to go ahead and do this. We do have quite a few things we can choose here, but I'm still banking. And how much long run? Okay, so this basically expires in 10 days. That's all good. Idea, hunger has been removed because its prerequisites are no longer fulfilled. Okay, so technically I have, there we go, 44 factories. Beautiful. fan-freaking-tastic. So we shouldn't now after... So yeah, after the 25th, we shouldn't have any of these issues. So efficiency gain, gone, factory output, back to normal, dockyard output, dockyard construction, all of this should be back to normal. Beautiful. Okay. 1940. We are doing this. That's beautiful. We could start going on this, which might help us here, but let's not. Okay, since we will get that back, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, still only the one. How many? Ooh, look at all these factories I have. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and do some token trucks. Sure, you can get these going here. Even though we do have some deficit of rubber, which I think I do want to get in here. Let's get one of each of these. Not going to want any of these. And I did want to get some anti-air, so let's get some token anti-air going here as well. Yeah, let's get you... Yeah, you guys are fine in there. And I have 3 that I can... And these are the guys that I want to get the most of. Beautiful. Anti-air, all of that. Yeah, trucks are going on. We no longer get effective countrywide strikes. Beautiful. The main thing is the King Gustav. Wait a minute, why does King Gustav give me minus 10% twice? That is actually odd. Yeah, because it gives me twice minus 10%. Yeah, I just noticed that. Because yeah, there's the one-time thing. And then King Gustav, former out. Yeah, it gives it to me twice. That sucks. Okay. Well, we'll have to deal with that and see how that all goes. Alright. Maybe how's my train situations? Yeah, train, I should get some better trains as well. And let's get... No. Let's go ahead and get the engines here. Yeah, let's just get the regular ones. No need. Okay, there's nothing in here. Okay, yeah, we're doing that. That's fantastic. Still making literally one more troop, or 2 more troops actually. Should be a-okay. Yeah, these guys are my puppet. It's all good. And then once we get this here, we will integrate everything, but that should wait till the next episode. So thanks a lot for coming and watching another one, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.